You are watching another episode of Shane Solomon Meets, brought to you by the Cornwall Channel. I'm your host, Shane Solomon, and today I'm meeting the wonderful Joe Murry. So, do you love the Cornish coast? I do. Certainly I do. But Joe, probably more so. Joe, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Shane. Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. Now, you've got something really exciting going on. mycoast.com. Talk to me.
Yes, I am, with the help of the RNLI and a whole load of other businesses, we're building a coastal safety app. So we are taking a live forecast that we can put in the public space so that people have much better information before they go to the coast or go in the water.
Now, this is going to be a free-to-download app for the general public, isn't it? There's going to be no cost involved to download it
No
and
cost
use it.
involved. It is of everyone's best interest to get it on their phone, and then they can get all the safety information live as and when they need it.
Now, this is looking really, really good. I'm really impressed with this. Get beach conditions and local communities at your fingertips. Join our crowdfunder and get involved is your message on your leaflet here. So tell me more about that. So general public, businesses, who are you looking for to get involved in this?
Yes, so the app, just to give it some context, the app has 3 sections. So the main section obviously is the safety information. So you can tell it what activity you want to do. So it might be that you want to go paddleboarding or surfing or kayaking, and it will tell you the conditions on the day for that activity. So if it's not safe to go, it will tell you. So that's kind of the main section, is that safety information. But we've also got 2 other tabs. One is the facilities. So that will give you information on public services, on where the toilets are, the showers, whether or not it's dog friendly. So it will give you all that local information. And also then we've got the amenities section. So it will give you the cafes, the restaurants, the pubs, but also tourist attractions and experiences as well. So the crowdfund is set up to try and get some support from the general public, but also to try and infiltrate the business community, the tourism sector here in Cornwall, and get people shouting about it and get people downloading it. And when guests come and when the tourists come in the summer, making sure that they're downloading it as well so that they're getting that live safety information.
Now, this is complementary to all the other kind of wonderful sites that's out there, right? So like your Visit Cornwall's, Malcolm Bell.
Exactly.
So this kind of pulls it all together.
We're not in any way looking to be a competitor of anyone. This is bringing all of that information into one place. So at any given time, you can look on your app, you can see how busy a location is, you can see what the parking's doing, whether there's space for you to go. And if it's very busy, then perhaps you can go somewhere else, and it will give you alternative choices. But it's not a competitor to anyone. And, we're working really closely with Malcolm at Visit Cornwall, and obviously the RNLI, South West Water have very kindly given us some sponsorship money. And so we're all, it's trying to get everyone to work together. And that's my focus for now, is to try and get as many businesses on board to see who can see the value of having the app and make it that go-to place where if you're ever coming to Cornwall and you want to go and explore the coast, then you need to have a look at this app to make sure that what you're doing is safe.
And of course, we hear so many horror stories through, the coast and the cliffs and things like that all the time, and we work very closely with the Cornwall Air Ambulance.
Yep.
And the amount of missions they do each year, it's just getting more and more and more. So something like this is needed. And it does beg the question, of course, why hasn't it been done before? Well,
that was where it all came from originally, was I had moved back home to Cornwall. I'm a single mum with 3 kids. My husband sadly died in an accident. And so I'm now starting my life again in Cornwall for the second time, but as a parent. And I get really, really nervous about trying to calculate the tides and whether or not the conditions are correct to be able to let the kids go in the sea on any given day. And so it's very much... I'm hoping it's going to, if you give people better information, they can make better choices about where they go and what they do. And I think if we can really get that word out to everybody that, the RNLI are helping us produce this. This isn't me just making up a forecast. This is live Met Office data that the RNLI are setting parameters for. And it will be the same message that the lifeguards are giving. It will be the same message that everyone's giving, and it will be on the RNLI website. It will be, so we can actually really educate people. And the plan is to stop unnecessary drownings, but also give people that means to be able to call for help should they need it. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for the future.
I can tell the passion's there. So how far away are you, do you think, from actually building this app?
The trial product is going to be on the App Store on the 29th of July.
Okay.
So it's going to be Google Play and the Apple,
Yeah.
that's the one. And so, but we're just trialing 3 beaches for now. So the first, we've got Gilling Bays in Falmouth, because it's a really good South Coast beach. We've got Perranporth on the North Coast, because it's a really great North Coast beach. And then the last beach we're going to trial is Porthtowan. Again, North Coast, but terrible reception. So the connectivity is something that we are also working on, and fingers crossed we can, on all of the 58 RNLI lifeguarded beaches, we want to ensure that we've got that connectivity so that any emergency push notifications will get through, but also if anyone gets into trouble and perhaps they're hanging off the back of a paddleboard being smashed against the rocks, they can just press a button and it will go straight through to the Coastguard.
Connectivity, you've got to talk about Wilderness. When you spoke to Helen Wild, I believe, at the
yes,
show, didn't you?
I spoke to Helen on Friday, and I'm really hoping that I can convince him to get involved, because connectivity is everything. And the problem is, it's not just an issue for the locals, but it's an issue for the emergency services. It's an issue for South West Water. It's an issue for everybody.
Yeah.
We're all in the same position that actually we need to improve connectivity, and it can be done. It can be done using satellites, and it can be done really easily. So I'm just trying to get the word out there and get as many of these bigger businesses involved to really focus on. It's so important that if someone is in trouble, we can help them.
Yeah.
And very much that the driver for the RNLI is that when they get a phone call to say that they need to launch a lifeboat, 99% of the time when they get there, that person is already dead. So we are trying to find a way of shortcutting that time to give people the ability to call for help, even if they've fallen off a cliff or they've been cut off by the tide.
Well, I think we need to be getting this message out loud and clear through the Cornwall channel. We're going to do that through the podcast here, Shane Solomon Meets. And I'm really, really grateful to Sue for introducing us. Because
yes,
Sue introduced us.
Sue Minter did. Thank you, Sue. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Sue. Big thumbs up to you, Sue. Mwah. Absolute beautiful lady. This is really good. Absolutely really good. So www.my-coast.com.
My-coast.com. And it will, at the minute, it will explain, the website has how you can get involved. So there's a number of ways. There's a general public who I would love to be able to download this come the 29th of July and test it. The whole point of this trial over the summer is that we're testing it. You know, you want to be able to look at it and say, okay, today it says on Gilling Bays that there's an offshore breeze. Let's go and check it. Is it working properly? What information would you like to see on there? What information do you not need? And so that the developers and my team can really hone in on the useful information for everybody. So I need businesses to get involved. If you've got a data stream that you think would be really fantastic to put on the app, get in touch. I would desperately looking for sponsors to help us move this forward and to get as much PR and marketing as we can in place, because the more people that know about it, the more lives that are going to be saved.
Well, I think this is absolutely amazing. I'm going to tag a couple of people in this one, because
Thank
you mentioned
you,
Gilling Bays, and that's Stuart Beveridge down there at the St Michael's Hotel. Stunning hotel, by the way. So I'll message Stuart to make sure you guys connect and see if it's something they can get involved with. I'll also mention it to Varian at the Headland Hotel. I think this is something they should definitely be involved in, being with their location as well. But yeah, what an absolute pleasure. Is there anything I've missed out that you want me to ask, or you want to get in across?
I think my ask as of today is please get in touch, get involved. We're looking for sponsors. We've got lots of space for logos on the app. We just want to get the word out there as best as we can. And I'm just going to be shouting on it. I'm sorry if I'm shouting constantly for the next few months, but the more people that hear, the better it's going to be.
Indeed. We've got a fantastic video that people can check out online as well. That's where I first learned more about what you're up to. I think it's great. We'll touch base again perhaps in another 6 months and find out how things are going. But for now, thank you so much, Joe, for popping into the Cornwall Channel studios. What do you think of the studios, by the way?
I think they're amazing.
Do you like it?
I really think they're beautiful.
Good vibes?
Very good vibes.
Good
and
vibes.
I definitely will be working with Cornwall Channel more moving forward.
Bless you, bless you. Well, that's it. Well, look, if you know anyone doing anything remarkable here in Cornwall, please let us know. Drop me an email, shane@cornwallchannel.co.uk. But that's it from me. And Joe, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.